Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is add user to Uteach course on form submission. Now suppose guys you have created an online form using Pabbly Form Builder and you want that whenever a user fills this form and submit it, you want to add that very same user into your Uteach course. Now the manual process of getting the form submission data and adding that user into Uteach course manually is very much repetitive and time consuming. So to solve this problem, in this video, I came up with an automation by which whenever we will receive a new form submission in our online form building application just like Pabbly Form Builder, the same user who has submitted the form will be automatically added to the course in our Uteach account. Interesting, right? Now you must be thinking how we are going to do this. So to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. And one more thing guys, in this video, I took an example of Pabbly Form Builder or an online form building application, but basically you can use any kind of payment gateway like Razorpay or Instamojo or some kind of spreadsheet program or any other application of your choice to make this automation. And the best part is you don't need any kind of coding skills or programming knowledge to set up this automation. So now what is the actual step-by-step guide to set up this automation and how you can do this automation by yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. After reaching our dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I'll name this workflow as Uteach. Click on Create. After creating our workflow, in this workflow, you can see two different windows. First one is trigger window and second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea is, in this video, we will be using Pabbly Form Builder to get the responses from the users or students. And on the basis of that, whenever a student will fill the form which we have created in Pabbly Form Builder, thus that very same student will get created in our Uteach account and also get enrolled in our course which we have created in Uteach. So guys, let's begin with our automation. So here in trigger window, as we are using Pabbly Form Builder as a form application, just search for Pabbly Form Builder. After selecting Pabbly Form Builder, in trigger event, select new form submission. And then Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection with Pabbly Form Builder and get the responses. Copy this webhook URL from here. Go to the form which you have created in Pabbly Form Builder. So this is the form which I have named as course enrollment form. And in this form, I am asking for the first name, last name, email and phone number from the user. So after creating the form, on the left side you can see integrations. Just click on integrations. And here just select webhooks and click on create webhook. Paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Form Builder over here and click on save. Now we have successfully connected the form with Pabbly Connect using this webhook URL. Now we have to capture the form response in Pabbly Connect as well. For that, on top you can see a preview button of this very same course enrollment form. Click on this preview button. And after opening this form in preview mode, we just have to enter the details of a dummy user in this form. Let's enter the details, for example, first name, last name, email, and phone number. After entering the details of a dummy user in this form, click on submit. And the form is successfully submitted. Now because we have connected Pabbly Connect with Pabbly Form Builder using a webhook URL, the response of this very same form submission will be also captured inside Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here we can see that in Pabbly Connect we have received a form response. And in this response, we can see that the details are the very same details which we have entered just now while submitting the form. The very same name of the user who has submitted the form, the same email address and same phone number. So step 1 of setting up this automation is now successfully completed. Now we have to move to step 2, where we will send this very same data of form submission to Uteach so that we can create a student in Uteach on the basis of this data. So for that, we will scroll down and come to our action window. And here in choose app, we will search for Uteach. Uteach it is. After that, in action event, we can see there are lots of action event over here, out of which we will select create student and click on connect. Select add new connection, and here we have to connect our Uteach account with Pabbly Connect. And to make the connection, it is asking us the domain and API key of our Uteach account. Now you must be thinking how we are going to get the domain and API key. So to get the domain and API key of your Uteach account, go to the Uteach dashboard, Uteach account dashboard, and on the left side, you can see that settings over here. Click on settings, and after that, click on integrations. After reaching to the integrations page, you can see Pabbly Connect over here. Just click on Pabbly Connect. And after clicking on Pabbly Connect, a dialog box opens up in which you will find the API key and domain of your Uteach account. So copy the API key from here, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After that, from Uteach, copy the domain of your Uteach account, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After entering the domain and API key of your Uteach account, click on save. And the connection between Uteach and Pabbly Connect is now successfully completed. After making the connection, it is asking us for the name. So the name, we have to enter the name of the student which we want to create in our Uteach account. So we have received the name of the student from form submission in our trigger response. So this was the first name and this was the last name. So we have to basically map this very same details, very same data over here. And the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and from the drop down below, you can see that all the responses which we have received from Pabbly Form Builder can be seen over here. And out of all these responses, select the response for first name, give a space, and in the drop down, select the response for the last name as well. After mapping the name, it is also asking us for the email. And we have also received the response of email from Pabbly Form Builder form submission. So we also have to map this very same email. And the process of mapping stays the same. Simply click on this field from the drop down below, select the response for email. After mapping the name and email of the student which we want to create, click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that a student with this name and this email address is now created in our Uteach account. So let's just check it. We'll go to Uteach, just close this, users and students. And in the student section, you can see that Ashi Rai, the very same users whose details we have entered in our Pabbly Form Builder form submission, is now automatically created as a student in our Uteach account. So we have the very same name and very same email address. So the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. We have successfully created a student on the basis of form submission which we have received. Now we want to enroll this very same student who has submitted the form into our Uteach course. For that, we will get back to Pabbly Connect, scroll down and click on this add action step button. And here in choose app, we will once again search for Uteach. And this time in action event, we will select add student to a course because we want to enroll the student to a Uteach course. Click on connect. Now because we have connected our Uteach account with Pabbly Connect in just previous step, so we don't have to make the connection once again. You can click on select existing connection, select the latest connection which we have made and click on save. And we can see that our Uteach account is once again connected with Pabbly Connect. Now this time after the connection, it is asking us for the student email. So to which student we want to enroll in our Uteach account, we have to enter the email address over here. So once again, we will use the process of mapping over here. Click on this field and from the drop down below, from the responses which we have received from Pabbly Form Builder, we have to map the student over here. We will map the email address of the student. After entering the student email, it is asking us for the course Slug. Now here the question is where we will find the course Slug. So to get the Slug of your course, we will get back to a Uteach account and this time we will go to the learning content section and click on courses. Now here you can see in my Uteach account, I have only one course by this name. So in front of this course, you will find that copy URL button. Just copy the URL of this course, go to a new tab and paste it over here. And after pasting the URL, this course page is open up. And here in the URL section of this course page, you will find that after courses slash, after the last slash, you have basically the text of the name of the course. So this is the slug for your Uteach course. So copy this slug from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. If you have any doubt or confusion regarding the course slug, you can also refer to the help text given below over here. So which says after the last slash, the last text of the URL section is your course slug. After entering our course slug in which course we want to enroll the student or add the student, we have to just click on save and send test request. And yes guys, once again we have received a response, and this is also a positive response which shows us that the student with this email address is now successfully added to this course whose slug we have added over here. Now let's just check this once again. We'll get back to the Uteach section. We'll get back to the users and click on students. From here we have the student Ashirai whose details we have added while submitting the form. In front of that we have an option named as student courses. Click on student courses. And you can see that this student Ashirai is now enrolled or added to this very same course whose slug we have added in Pabbly Connect. So we can see that the automation which we have created just now is successfully completed and working. We have successfully added the user who has submitted the form into a Uteach course. So after creating this automation, let's test this automation once again. We'll go back to our form and just refresh it, and this time we will enter the details of a new user. For example, let's enter a new name. For example, I'll enter the name as Gary Monroe. Gary Monroe. Let's enter the email address. So this is the email address of this user and a mobile number. So this time while testing this automation in real time, we have entered the details of a user named as Gary Monroe. This is the email address and this is the phone number. Let's click on submit and we can see that the form will be submitted successfully. And as and when this form is submitted, automatically guys, this very same user will be added as a student in my Uteach account and also will be enrolled into the course. Let's check it. We'll go back to Uteach, go to the student sections once again. And yes guys, we can see that Gary Monroe is now successfully added as a student. And we will click on this student courses button and we will find that automatically this very same user is also added to the course in our Uteach account, which means the automation which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. So let's just get back to Pabbly Connect and understand in brief that what are the steps we followed while setting up this automation. So after creating our workflow, in Trigger, we have selected a form application which we are supposed to use, from where we are getting the details or the data of users, which was Pabbly Form Builder. Then using a webhook URL, we have connected Pabbly Form Builder with Pabbly Connect and received the form submission response, received the response of a dummy form submission inside Pabbly Connect. Then after that, we have sent that very same form submission response to Uteach so that the user who is submitting the form, we can add that user into your Uteach account as a student. And after adding that person as a student, we have once again sent that very same data to Uteach so that we can also add that very same student into a Uteach course. So guys, in this video, I have used Pabbly Form Builder as a trigger application, but this is just an example. You can basically use any other application in Trigger according to your choice.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.